everyone, it's Robert here. I am very excited about today's video. As you probably guessed for the title, today I will be sharing my whole stock portfolio. You will see it's not very big, but I think it can be very interesting. So without any further ado, let's get started. The first topic to talk about is investing. I don't want to go very much into deep into what investing is, because if you've watched other videos online, you probably already know what this is. But just so you know, the basics of the basics, you invest your money for it not to lose its value and hopefully, of course, generate more value. But this is because of something called inflation, which is basically that prices are every year by year increasing. The inflation rate is on average 2%. What does this really mean? This means that something you can buy today for €1, in 1 year it will be 2% more expensive. So it will cost on average 2 cents more, so €1 and 2 cents. And the same happens with something that you could buy like 50 years ago for €1, today probably costs €2 or more. And that's because of inflation. So basically, if you are working in your job and so on, of course you get your salary, but you just keep it in an account. This money is just losing its value over time. So by you keeping that money there saved in a bank account and not touching it, what in today's world it's called saving, it's actually making you lose money. And now you will be asking yourself, so well, what can I do to avoid that? You have many different options. I would say that overall, if you don't want the money to lose its value, you need to invest it. And you can invest it in many different places. You can invest it in the stock market. You can buy an asset, such as, for instance, an apartment and then rent it to somebody. Or you can start your own company and then make more money with that money. But the main goal is just to make more money with the money that you already have. And that's the basic. Now that we've gone a bit into what investing is, I want to focus on stock market investing and what is it that I really do. In the stock market, there are many different investors. There are people who do day trading and then people who hold it more for like the long term. And which kind of investor am I? Well, I'm a long-term investor and I specifically like dividend stocks. Why is that? Well, to begin with, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I'll be sharing in this video is just what I'm doing, but I'm not pushing you in any way to do the same. And you should be making your own decisions when it comes to investing in the stock market. That said, I invest in dividend stocks because, as I was mentioning, I'm not an specialist analyzing the graphs, the tendencies and so on, but more of a value investor. So basically, I check stocks and of course I analyze many different things that maybe we can go through in another video. But basically, I look for stocks that to me, they are underpriced, and I especially buy stocks when everyone is thinking, oh my god, we shouldn't buy this stock, it's gonna go bankrupt. Then it's usually when I buy. A very important part of the stock market is when you buy. But of course it's very hard to time the market. I'm not a professional. You will see that with the examples, I have not been able to time the market. Nobody can. That's why I'm a long-term investor, because as I cannot time the market, I just buy at a price that I think it's fair. And as I'm not planning on selling the stock for 10 to 20 years, and the stock market on average grows 7 to 8% per year, I know that I am very likely to make profits on that stock. If we check some graphs on the stock market from the last crisis, the one of 2008, 2009, from Lehman Brothers and so on, we see that even at the highest peak, just before the market crashed, if you had bought at that time, as of today, you would still be making profit from the stocks you bought at that time. This means that it's not so much about timing the market, but about holding the stock for long enough to let it grow. And this is really the key for me, because it allows for people who are not professionals, somebody for instance like me, to invest some money and know that almost surely in 10 to 20 years, you will be making money out of that investment unless the company goes bankrupt or things that really don't happen that often. After this very boring introduction, let's go and see which stocks do I own. Just for your information, I use the Hero as a broker, and maybe I will do another video on that, but we'll skip that part for now. My first and probably the worst investment I have made so far is Banc de Sabadell. This is a bank in Spain, and as you can see, I purchased it at a price of 70 cents per share, which was already at its lowest at the history. I had already traded Banco Sabadell in the past, but I had sold it and made profits out of that. But 70 cents was the lowest it had been in forever. So basically, I bought concretely 2,500 shares of Banco Sabadell. And right now I'm 36% down on those ones. To be fair, I'm not a fan of banks at the moment, so probably if this stock goes up in value and instead of losing money I'm making some money, I might be selling it. The good thing about Banco Sabadell is that it gives dividends, as all the stocks that I have listed here and that I personally own. And actually they gave me dividends, they paid the dividends last week, and that was 40 euros and 50 cents net, deducting the retentions taken from the dividends. So basically from my initial investment of 1,756 euros, I have earned a dividend yield of 2.31%, which is not that bad. The next stock on the list is Carnival Cruises. It has been on the spotlight together with all the other airlines and cruise companies and so on, warning that it might go bankrupt and so on. And what do? I go and buy those stocks, exactly. So yeah, basically because I don't think that these such big companies are going to fail with all the aids that are going on from all the governments all around the world. And if this company like Carnival Cruises fails, it means that the competition also fails and that everyone is going bankrupt. So I don't really think this is gonna happen. Of course, I have done more research in terms of balance sheets and so on. Yeah, that's basically just my thoughts. I bought it at the price of $9.4 a share. That was my average buying price that I did it in 2 times. And basically right now I'm 26% up, which is quite a lot, but this stock has been going up and down like crazy. And actually it was trading at around 40 euros a share, and now it's down, I don't know how much, but to only $11 a share at the moment. So it's still a pretty good deal in my opinion. The next stock is Delta Airlines, another one in the spotlight. In fact, a few days ago, Warren Buffett just sold some of its shares and everyone was going a bit like crazy. I also have some of these stocks. I haven't sold them. Actually, I bought them at the price of $22.6 a share, and they are right now trading at about the same. The next stock in my portfolio is Exxonmobil. This is one of the largest gas companies, and if you've followed the news recently, you probably know that the barrel of gas has dropped in price massively, and that these companies are facing very big problems because they are not able to be profitable at the current price of the barrel. And again, what did I do when all of this was going on? I bought some shares of Exxonmobil. And I purchased a total of 10 shares. I bought in at $30 a share, and right now I'm 34% up. And yeah, I think that these companies, I'm not a big fan of gas companies and so on, but I do still think that they will be going on for at least a few more years. And actually they pay quite a nice dividend of around 7 to 8%. The next stock in the list is also an energy one, but this time is a Renewable Energies stock. I'm very much for renewable energies and I do believe that they are the future. So I actually have a few more stocks on my list to buy them, but just right now I don't think they are at a price that I would like to buy. But if they go down a bit more, I would like to add more sustainable energy stocks in my portfolio. This one in particular, I bought it at a buying price of 16.8, and right now I'm up 23%, which is very nice, but again, I'm not planning on selling on the short term. Next stock is Kraft Heinz. This is a stock owned by Warren Buffett, and also it's been on the spotlight for its several problems. And it actually has dropped in price massively. I think that it was in the past when Warren Buffett bought in at around $80 a share. Then it went back to 30, it stabilized there, and now it's down to around 25. My average buying price is at 24.6. In fact, I bought when it was at $32. I have had this stock for about a year now, and now I added more to my portfolio recently. So my average buying price is $24.6 a share, and it's been giving me some nice dividends over the past year of around, I think it was 5%, which is not bad. So even if the stock has gone down in price, I've still got some money out of it. For those of you who don't know, Kraft Heinz is within the food industry, and they have brands such as ketchup or Heinz, and you have many more here. The next one is a real estate company, which is called Realty Income, and in particular this one pays dividends on a monthly basis, which is quite nice. I mean, in the end the returns are not the highest ones of all the companies, but it's just nice to see that they pay you something every month. And this one, I bought it at $45 a share, and just for your information, it was trading at around $70 a share before the crash. So yeah, I think it was, overall, I think I've bought everything pretty well, except for Bank de Sabadell that I just mentioned before. So yeah, this is basically it. Then I have another real estate company, which is Simon Property Group. And this one I bought it at an average price of $45 a share, and before this one was trading at around $130 a share. In fact, the reason why the price dropped so much was because they are focused on shopping malls, and of course with the whole corona thing, all the shopping malls are closed, and that was the main worry behind all of that. Nevertheless, as I mentioned, I bought some shares of it. The next one is TransAlta Corp. This is a Canadian company, also an energy one, focused as well very much on renewable energies, which, as I already mentioned, I really like. And this company, I bought it at the price of $3.85 per share, and right now it's 48% up. And this is one of these stocks that went down just like with everything, but I mean, like, everyone's using energy at their homes. Maybe, okay, the big industries are not open, but still they will be generating that cash flow to keep them going, even if the revenues are not that high. And finally, Ventas is my last company, and it's a real estate company specialized in the healthcare industry, from senior homes to laboratories or hospitals and so on. This company was also hit very hard for the crash, like all the others, and before the crash, it was trading at around $50 a share, and I bought in at $21 a share, which is pretty good, and right now it's 34% up. Today that I'm recording the video, April 8th, I'm pretty happy with my current positions. I think that I bought at a pretty decent price. In fact, I wanted to buy in more, but the market seems to just now be going upwards. And as of now, I'm not gonna buy because the whole corona situation is still there. I don't think it's getting that much better because all the businesses are still shut down. So I really don't understand why the stock market is going up so much, especially in the last few days. So I'm expecting it to go down again in the future. And mainly for this reason, I'm saving some money to reinvest when it goes down a bit more. So that's it. That was my portfolio. If we add all of it up, its value at the moment is €4,148.40. I don't want to make the video longer than it already is, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you got the main idea, which is you need to invest and you need to take chances like the one that we are currently living to buy in stocks, even if you cannot buy huge amounts, because I don't believe that what I'm investing it's a lot. It's really all I have. But I do think that it will be a very good investment in the future, and just especially thinking in the long term. Again, thank you very much, and see you next video.